Good morning. It's Mary McCloud, and this is Source Speaks, the first of many broadcasts coming to you from Source, from this channel, clear as it might be, to help you with daily struggles, to bring you Source messages, because this is a time of great awakening. It blows me away every single day, what I'm observing, what I'm feeling inside, what I'm knowing inside. And I took away my right to stop myself. And if that resonates with you, you need to take away your right to stop yourself in this world too, and get out there and do what you're here to do. Be who you're here to be. So this being the first of many, I need to know whether, please put in the comments if, oh, thanks, Theone. Theone says she's going to start a watch party in Weibo. Good morning, and let me know how it's going with the sound and the video, because I do sometimes have little glitches. I want to put some beautiful music on for us, and I'm going to get to activating divine love and healing within you, if that's what you're wanting, within the energy field, and bringing through whatever it is that Source wants to bring through on this amazing Sunday, soulful Sunday morning. So the music I play is in 528 hertz, so it's automatically activating your heart chakra. And it's by an Adelaide composer. His name is Elio Pagliarulo, very highly amazing, talented person. And his music is sublime, so hopefully it's going to come through my little speaker. Hi, Jessie. Got a question already. Can I ask, how do I know the difference between my gifts and if I'm just being paranoid? That's a good question. That's an answer has been budding to exactly that question recently. So I will bring that up after we do a little bit of a meditation to get in the right zone. So I asked for a big sign and I got one, but it's got me questioning things. Hi, Roz. Oh, I'm glad I'm coming through. That's perfect. That's beautiful. It's exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking to come back on. And, you know, I've been going through my own growth journey. I'm going through a lot of ups and downs, through a lot of insecurities and discovering so much. I'm just so ecstatic. And also, if someone wants to come on and have a live activation with me, that would be awesome, because that helps not only the person who comes on camera, but it helps the entire planet. It helps anyone who listens, but it also helps anyone who doesn't listen, right? So the field we're living in is an infinite field of oneness. So whenever one person takes an elevation in their vibration, everyone else feels it, right? So it doesn't mean that everyone else suddenly gets enlightened with you. It means that when they take that new vibration, every bit of negativity that they're holding on to, all the illusions and stuff like that, they will come to the surface for them to look at, right? It's quite ironic and quite fun once you can start watching it from a more detached perspective, not getting sucked into the dramas, because the dramas aren't real. All right. No worries, Jessie. So just let me know. I'll put in the comments, if I can figure out how to do that, the link to join me. Here we go. There's a link to join me. If you'd like to, you just click on that, and then you'll come into the lobby, and when I'm ready to do an activation on someone personally, I'll bring you in, okay? Awesome. Yoni. You could jump in your pajamas. Who cares? Sunday morning, you know, I'm sure some days I'm going to crawl out of bed and just like, not even brush my hair, and I'll hop on here and go, you know what? This is real. This is real life. You know, you come on, if you're willing to be seen in your vulnerability, as well as when you've blow dried your hair and put on your face, if you're willing to be seen in your vulnerability, you are empowering yourself like you would not believe. Because when you're willing to be seen in your vulnerability, you're saying, I'm okay just the way I am, right? And we're all just okay exactly the way we are. It doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter what you've done, doesn't matter what you've done in your life. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you've made in your life. It doesn't matter how many grand plans you have to save the world. None of it matters. But self-love does. Self-love and acceptance matters more than anything. Because when you're in real self-love, you're in source love, right? Because who are you but the source itself? Let's breathe that in together, shall we? Breathing in through let's do a little meditation to open, and this will follow on. So just closing your eyes and imagine your feet are just sinking right down deep into Mother Earth, all the way to her crystalline core. Just feeling so relaxed and so held in the unconditionally loving arms of Mother Earth. And imagine you're planted there all the way up to your waist, and she's got you. She's got all of your weight, just like a baby being held in the arms of the most unconditionally loving mother. They're totally relaxed, totally at ease, and totally loved. That's what she wants for you. That's what Mother Earth wants for you. So feel yourself surrounded by her love, her cool earth, her nourishment, and breathing in through the soles of your feet, breathing in that love, all the way up through your legs, up through this torso, the infinite field of possibilities that you are. Breathe it in. And then exhale through the crown. Adair's calling me because she thinks I'm having a problem. I'm going to hang up on her. She was calling to help me with the broadcast, but she's in Queensland, so she doesn't know I'm already on. So breathing, Theoni, maybe let her know. Exhaling through the crown. Feeling your connection to God and the angels above, because that connection is there 24/7. And when you bring your awareness to it, this crown up here, like now you can see, when you bring your awareness to it, you're actually acknowledging them. You're going, oh, hey angels, I'm with you. You're with me. We're here together now. That's what you're saying to them. I love how playful Source is through me right now. They're like, oh, they're so excited. So bringing your awareness to the crown means that you're acknowledging them. You're going, yeah, I know. Oh, I forgot you were there. I'm so sorry. I got stuck in the illusion. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm back. We're back. So breathing in through the crown. Breathing down through the body and out through the feet. Planting that delicious love back into Mother Earth, and feel how grateful she is. She's like, oh yeah. Because your body is heaven on earth. Your body is the way that heaven gets to experience earth. Can you grasp that? Just look in my eyes for a sec. This is one of the techniques that I use to help people connect with their own inner voice. And right now, Source is like, there's no words to express what's coming through for you. So just look into my eyes. Can you feel how much love is there? The gratitude that Source feels for your willingness to be here on this planet, mixing it up, falling into illusion, coming back out, going back in for more, trying harder. They're so damn grateful that you don't give up. You just keep going in. You just keep going, okay, I know that this is illusion and these are just feelings, but they feel really real. And in those moments, you want to say, hey, Source, hey, angels, I need you to be closer to me now than ever. Show me the light, because I'm in the darkness. Show me the light of your love, because I know it's there. And you dig in and you affirm what is real for you. We're not going to believe in the illusion of the matrix feelings. Like, we're not going to walk around like, oh, life sucks. I'm so tired. Nobody supports me. Nobody respects me. You cannot, like, the energy that is going on now, if you walk around in a daze like that, the misery and the suffering inside of you is going to be so great. And that's going to be eroding you physically as well as mentally and emotionally. You can't go around with those glasses on anymore. So would you be willing to take off the glasses? Take them off. Take them off. Just take off the glasses. I like that sound. You take off the glasses and you go, oh, look up at the sky. You know, people are so busy looking down at the ground going, gotta go to work, gotta make the money, gotta do this because society says this and my kids are saying that, my partner doesn't like me, and you're so busy like letting yourself be in the matrix. You're letting yourself be in the illusion world, and it's your choice. And so, because you are God, like, let's face it, you are the source. And you can no longer go around thinking thoughts like that and expect your life to change into happiness, joy, and, you know, bubbles. It won't, because it's your conscious choice to change what you decide to think about and focus on that is going to transform everything for you. Take a deep breath in. Let it float down through you. Relax your physiology. Just stretch your shoulders. Just relax. Right? It's a new world. Any moment you decide it to be, it's a new world for you. And you start to activate those new realities coming to fruition for you. You can't activate them from a place of noticing that life sucks, right? You cannot activate a new world from there. You can only activate it from the choice. Hey, I choose to look at the sky and go, oh my God, that's amazing. Why is the sky blue? You know, like, just start to wonder about stuff like that. You know, I have no idea why the sky is blue. If somebody knows, please let me know. Okay. I'm glad you like the preaching, because, you know, that's what I had no plan coming on here. I was like, I don't know if anyone's going to turn up because I haven't done this in a long time. But Source was like, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. Not in a pushy kind of a way, but it was like, they're excited to talk, you know, because there's not that many people who are willing to say, you know what? I am the voice of God. Crucify me if you want, but I don't even believe in this physical existence, you know, to the point where I can even imagine that sort of thing happening, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just, you know, deep down inside of you that you are the source, right? 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 Oh, I'm so glad. Lily says, oh, your bubbly soul is just the radiant goodness I needed this morning. Oh, thanks so much for saying that, because that makes me want to do it more. Right? And preach. Okay, thank you so much. You know, everybody has the ability to do this. I started doing it in my car, just like in moments of feeling like absolute crap. You have to push back, because that's the ego talking. Anytime you feel like crap, that's the ego wanting to keep you in separation. Are you going to choose to believe that? Because anytime you're choosing to believe that you're a piece of shit, you're saying, Source, you're a piece of shit. Like, I mean, can you imagine? That's an important thing. If I were you, I would write that down. So that any moment you're activating thoughts that you're not good enough, or you're, you know, a piece of shit, or you're never going to go anywhere, or you're like, oh, look, no matter how hard I try, I just can't change it. Anytime you're doing that, you're saying, Source, you're a loser. Can you see how ridiculous that is? Yes. Oh, good. I'm glad somebody said yes. You got to see how ridiculous that is. You are love and light. You are infinite possibilities. You are truly a gift in this world. Will you be open to that? Will you see that truth of you? And the more you say yes, the more you say yes, this is the truth of me, the more it will be the truth of you. Yeah? You're source in a body. How could you not be good enough? How could you not have divine gifts? You know, how could you not have such a blessed life? Let it in, baby. Let it in. Breathe it in. Oh my God. I'm source in a body. Ooh, that feels good. Breathe it in. I'm source in a body. One more time. If you like the word God, use that one. I'm God in a body. Woo! I'm heaven on earth. Yes, you are. You are heaven on earth. Oh, I'm all excited. Now, I know there was a question that Jesse had earlier. Let me find it. It sounds a little bit tricky. Navigating. Okay. How do I know the difference between my gifts and if I'm just being paranoid? Well, I asked for a big sign and I got one, but it's got me questioning things. So you got a big sign, sweetheart, right? If you got a big sign and you know it was a big sign, the questioning is just the ego going, oh no, I couldn't be that gifted. No, that's not safe. If you're questioning things, it's just the ego going, that's not safe. That's just the program not wanting to let go of itself. Right. When I laugh at myself, it's because I've never thought that thought before. And it's like it's coming divinely straight to you. So I get like equally as amazed and excited about stuff when it comes through too. So if you're questioning, it's just the ego going, sweetheart, you know you can't do this. You know, it's just safer just to stay in the box. But you know what? You're a divine human. You're here. You're here to share your gifts. You can't put Jesse in a box, right? No way. So you need to keep affirming, and you say, okay, let's feel into when the question comes up. Maybe not. Like I used to be an expert at that. I haven't done one of these in 6 months. And I mean, I can feel from the energy on this call that you guys are with me and you're like, okay. And I'm wondering, why the hell haven't I been doing this for 6 months? Because it's the platform that Source can use to actually use words, like to people who can't hear their own inner voice. They can hear these truths about themselves, how amazing you are and how gifted you are and how much the world needs you to come out of the box and just go, well, here I am. I'm weird and wonderful, and this is what I do, and this is what I have to offer. And that is the biggest gift that you could give to Source. So how do I know if it's my gift or if I'm just being paranoid? Well, you'll know because your gift is your gift. And paranoia doesn't exist. Right? So I teach these 6 truths of Source, or 11, the Angels' 11 divine truths and tools. And part of the foundations of that is that anything that, like, there's a broadcast going on, right? The unconscious broadcast is going on 24/7. This is really important piece to get. And I'll probably say this every single time I do a show, because it's the little thing that got me. I see another question. I'll get to that in just a second. This piece is what got me over the threshold and into a more consistent vibration of just love and light. So understanding that we're all empaths. We are all psychic. We are all just like radio transmitters. We're antennas receiving this broadcast, right? So this isn't the first time you've heard this. I know that. But that broadcast is going on 24/7. You're not good enough. You suck. You're ugly. You're fat. You could never do that. Life is hard. There's no money. The broadcast is going on 24/7. And you are such an empathic, psychic person. You are picking it up all the time. It's always there. So anytime you have something within you that resonates with that broadcast, you go, oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, I suck. I'm never going to amount to anything. And you believe it's real. It's not real. It's the broadcast that you're picking up. So you can use this as a tool. You can go anytime you notice that you're feeling negative, that you're feeling yuck, or there could be one of two things going on, or both things going on at the same time. You either have a little bit of healing to do, right? So you have emotion coming up, and you need to go and, oh man, there's so many teachings coming through at once. So you need to notice that it's the broadcast. So when that feeling comes up, go, oh, wow, ego is trying to sell me the program that I'm not good enough. Isn't that interesting? Interesting perspective. Well, I'm not going to choose to believe that, because if you do choose to believe that, you're not in alignment with with Source truth. And you can't live there anymore, right? Yeah, you can't live there anymore. It's no fun living there. Why would you want to? you know, like, and I was a master of I'm not good enough. That was the story of my life for, 40 years or more, 45 years probably. I'm just feeling into how long ago. Time doesn't really exist for me anymore. I don't remember. But so, and how many lifetimes have you carried the I'm not good enough and I'm not gifted and everyone else is better than me? Has it been every single lifetime? All the way back to the origination, the original separation from source. Yeah? So could it be yours? Or is it the program of separation? It's the program of separation that you're tapping into. So how easy would it be just to tap into the program of oneness? Tap into the program of, I get to decide if I'm gifted or not. No one else is going to tell me if I have gifts. I tell me that I have gifts because I am source. And I know, and you know, Jesse, the gift inside of you. You don't have to ask me. You don't have to ask anyone. Yeah, is this resonating? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I'm glad. Thanks, Jesse. And Amanda says, how do you tell between your own inner voice versus source sign and guidance? All right. So by inner voice, I think you mean the voice that's telling you negative things about yourself. Is that right? Because I think of my inner voice as my source voice. But if you're feeling it different, the voice that whispers that you actually don't do this because it's not safe. Yeah, no, stay in the box. You might hear that, and you might also hear the source voice going, that nudge from within, your guidance telling you to do something. Okay, so what I'm getting is, I think what you're saying is sometimes what feels like intuition is actually the ego program, right? Because that's what feels normal. So like, for instance, a woman who's used to being abused in relationships, she might meet a new guy. She might go, I'm attracted to him. Well, that's not actual intuition. That's just the program going, yeah, stay with what's the same. Yeah, stay with don't rock the boat, stay with what's the same. Pick that guy because, he's going to abuse you. And that's what you used to, right? Yeah, so is that the kind of thing that you mean? The difference between intuition and and you just don't feel like doing something, right? You want to do something, but then you just don't feel like it. So is that guidance, or is that ego? That's ego. You want to do something, but if you don't feel like it, that's the ego program coming in going, no, that's not safe. No, don't do that because, all these kind of bad things are going to happen if you try to do that. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. It's a broadcast, and you don't want to fucking be living in a broadcast. And excuse my French, it's not mine. Angels like to swear sometimes. So it's the broadcast that you're listening to. And it's like, all right, I'm just going to turn the station. Like, we don't turn knobs on our radios anymore, but, press a new button on your stereo, tune into the new station that goes, I'm love and light. I can do whatever I want here. I'm playing in an infinite field of possibilities. Cool. Right? You want to tune into that broadcast. And that's going on in this physical reality more and more now. It's going on. We're coming closer and closer to that critical mass that we need in order for everyone to start waking up. And even the people who are doing horrible things in the world, they're either going to transition out of this physical plane, or they're going to have to rise up. There's not going to be a choice. And yeah, the world might look like it's going crazy for a while, but we want you to not be taken in by the broadcast. We want you to be consciously choosing your reality. Right? Is that a deal? Did that answer your question, Amanda? Your source and your guidance. If that other voice comes in, that's just the ego program wanting to keep you safe. And you go, it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay, because I'm going to choose to do this anyway, because I know that this is who I really am. Yeah? And you can even ask source, right? And you can, in the quiet, you do a little meditation, ask source, hey, I'm a little confused about which way I should go on this. I'm not sure if it's your voice I'm following or if it's my ego voice. Could you please shed some light? And you will get an impression, you will get words, you'll get something that will tell you. And it might not be immediate, but it will come. Lily Hay says, I feel very much like I have hit a 0 point. Excellent. Once referred to as rock bottom. Excellent. Because rock bottom, the only way is up. And I'm really struggling to find my worth, self-love, or purpose right now. I know I'm not alone in feeling this. My heart goes out to everyone. This too shall pass. Just praying it will be soon. Awesome. That is such an amazing place to be at. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it isn't. Because when you're at rock bottom, that's the time when you're willing to actually reach for the tools, the unseen tools of the universe, right? You stop trying this or that, or changing your diet, or, there's of course value in, eating healthy and all that, but you actually reach inside of you. It makes you, getting to rock bottom makes you look up and go, God, if there's a God, you need to help me, right? And in that moment, you surrender. And in that moment, you are the most open to be able to hear that divine voice within you. So that is the gift of rock bottom. And okay, so you're so empathic, Lily, that you are feeling the struggle, the unworthiness, the lack of self-love and purpose that is the matrix, that is this programmed world. You're feeling it all. And guess what? It's not yours. It's not yours. It's a feeling. Like, I'm so relating to you, because this was me until I understood at the deepest level about the broadcast and about my own choice. So I was like, not that long ago, I'd be like, oh, how did I get back here? Piece of shit. I'm not worthy. How can I, I was right there, but it's not you. It's just that you're aware. So instead of saying, I'm struggling, or I don't love myself, or you just say, I'm aware. Oh, I'm aware of this feeling of unworthiness. Cool. You can wonder whose it is. And don't try and look for it. Just go, oh, well, that's not who I really am. Because who I am, I'm going to tell you who you really are right now, Lily. Yes, I'm about to suggest fresh new steps, so it's like you could take. Woo! Oh my gosh, there's a few more comments. Hi, Annette. So I'm going to tell you, I was just about to go on a rampage. Lily and everyone else out there, because if it's true for Lily, it's true for everybody, right? So whatever is true for one of us, we all have. We've all been stuck in that place of unworthiness and not loving ourselves and thinking, what the hell is this life about? I've got nothing, and feeling overwhelmed. We've all been there, right? So let's take a collective breath together. And exhale, let it all go. Ooh. And here we go. You want to go, oh, hey, unworthiness. Oh, hey, lack of self-love. I see you. Because you know how much unworthiness wants to come back into love too. Yeah? Hey, unworthiness. Did you know that you're actually infinite love? You're actually made of infinite love. All of you on here, take this personally, okay? We're talking to unworthiness, but I want you to take this personally. This is a personal message. You feel it in my eyes. Guess what? You're not only made of infinite love, you are already infinitely loved by Source. You have Source love coursing through your veins. That loving energy is who you are. So you go to the mirror after this broadcast, you go to the mirror. Here's a step that everyone should be taking every day of their lives. You go to the mirror and you look into your eyes. Even that step could be hard for some. Look into your eyes. They're the windows to your soul. You want a relationship with your soul? Go and look into your eyes. And you say, I see you, sweetie. I love you. You are beautiful. You are made of infinite love. And you're already infinitely loved by Source. And in fact, when you accept Source's love, you're then willing to accept love from everyone else in this weird place. So everywhere you never felt loved, would you be willing to drop all that crap as just the broadcast, right? It's not all crap though. It can be that little girl or boy inside of you who never felt loved, right? So I'm getting tingles, so this is a really great activation for us to do before we finish. It's that little boy or girl inside who never felt loved. And I'd say 100% of the people I've ever talked to have this, right? There might be one or two that are fooling themselves into thinking that they don't have it, or that they feel totally loved because they've done the work, or they've transcended that the ego broadcast. But if you're one of those who knows that little girl or boy inside is still going, but I don't see myself, I don't feel loved. I don't feel loved. Then when you go to the mirror, you look into your left eye. Your left eye is your inner child. And you speak directly to her, directly to him. And you say, sweetheart, I love you. You are so beautiful. You are so loved. You are so magic. And I'm here for you. That's a powerful, powerful thing to say to yourself. So you're saying that to your inner child, I am here for you. And then you know you're never going to abandon yourself ever again. You're not going to abandon yourself. You're always going to be there for you. You're never going to say to yourself anything that you would not say to any other little 1-year-old child or 2-year-old child, right? You treat yourself like you are a little 12-month-old learning how to walk. You know, if that child falls over on their way to trying to walk to the sofa, you don't say, oh, you little shit, get up. You know, that's what you've been doing to yourself. No wonder you feel unloved, right? No one else is doing that to you. You're doing it to you. In fact, once you're loving yourself, if anyone ever says stuff like that to you, you just laugh. You're like, it just bounces straight off of you because it doesn't compute if someone, slings shit at you. It doesn't compute anymore because you're light and love. It's like, why would they be abusing Source? That's the point where you can get to. So you go to the mirror. It can feel like a drastic step to some people. So if that's you, do it anyway. Go to the mirror, look into the left eye of that beautiful little soul who didn't get the love he or she needed when she was little, and you give it to her big time. I love you so much. I am so proud of you. You just start saying what you always needed to hear. You say it to you. You say it to you. You say it to you. Right? Don't go in there and just go, oh, right? If you do the first time, because a lot of people won't even look in the mirror. If you do go, oh, the first time, come back for a second, go, just start looking with detachment. Just start looking into your eyes and go, notice what color they are. Notice the beautiful flecks of different colors. Just notice what you notice without judgment. And even just notice the judgment. If the judgment's there, just notice the judgment. All right, let's breathe in together. And exhale. Relaxing. And I'm going to see if there's any more comments on here. Beautiful. Fresh new steps. Amanda, when I meditate and ask questions and hear a response in my mind, is that myself, my conscious telling me what I want to hear, or my higher self and guidance? The ego is a tricky thing. So if it's in alignment with the fact that you're made of love, that you are infinite possibilities, that you're whole and one with Source, you're constantly being served by Source in the highest. These are all the truths, the divine truths. If it's in alignment with those truths, it's your higher self. Your higher self will always be love for you. Okay? If anyone, I'm going to run out of time this time, but for future reference, on next Sunday, if you come on live with me, it's much easier for me to talk to you personally get the full picture and then give you the download that source wants to give you. It's a bit easier than just reading questions, because my mind can interpret it differently to how you meant it. What you want to hear. You're going to want to hear what source and guidance actually says, right? You will want to hear that. So if you're hearing what you want to hear and it feels good, go with it. If you're hearing what you want to hear and you'll know, like you're amazing infinite beings, you know everything. So you actually know the answers to these yourself. I would tap into that. And Annette, hopefully I'll see you next week. I think while you're drinking your coffee, you're probably done by now. And how do we disconnect from other people's feelings and thoughts? Even the thoughts and feelings spirit can make you feel. Right. So as far as I can ever tell, the thoughts and feelings that spirit makes me feel are only ever love. Are you saying that you can get drowned in, like overwhelmed with the amount of love that you feel? Because you have control over that too. So disconnecting from other people's feelings and thoughts is as easy as intending to. It's as easy as going, is not making them your own. As realizing, that's a broadcast. That person is running a broadcast. That person's ego is taken over. And you can't help someone when they're in that state because they're just running a program. You can't get a word in edgewise anyway. All you can do is hold love for them in your vibration. Just look at them with love and don't participate in the conversation. Right? Yes, this program is huge, has been hard even lately, so you get it. Yeah, big things going on. Okay, something wasn't working for Annette. Everything happens for a reason. Are you thanking me? Thanks, Lily. Hope to see you again next week. And Annette says, I went to one of Mary's workshops and she was brilliant. I was just starting self-love and will never forget her words. Source will never throw anything at you that you cannot handle. It was so nice to see you at that workshop, Annette, and hopefully I'll see you at one soon. So I'll just let you guys know. Lily, you want to book a session? Okay, I'll find you after. And you can feel free to message me on Facebook, Mary McCloud, friend me. So what I have coming up is in Adelaide, I have a one-day satsang, right? So if you've not heard the word satsang, it's spiritual talks amongst people who are seeking the deepest truth of themselves. So it's at Buddha House on the Saturday, the 23rd of November. And there'll be sacred music, sacred sound baths. It's going to be a magical day. That's I can pop the link in here. So Buddha House, it's a Facebook event on my Self-Love Miracle Retreats page. So I also have a retreat coming up at the end of November, 3-day retreat. It's 2 days, 2 days, 2 nights from a Friday till a Sunday night. And there we are talking self-love and soul awakening. So if you're in Adelaide, I think I have 5 spots left on that retreat. We have a smallish group. There's usually about 8 people there. We have a beach house. We just get together and do shit like this the whole time. And we have this chef, and she's like totally amazing. She's a trip in herself, and she's an amazing musician. We have jams, we have fires. We connect with, like, at the deepest level with sisters who are all coming from the same issues of, I don't really love myself, right? And they're looking for it. And we step straight into that, baby. The second you're there, you're bombarded with love vibrations, because that's who I am in this world. I am divine love and healing. So I'm always offering that for you. So if you want to know more about that, you'd love the link. Fantastic. You guys are in Adelaide? Beautiful. I'll make sure that you get that link somehow, somewhere. And Adair's going to help me set up chatbots and get this shit rolling, because now I'm on a roll. And if you guys, I would just ask you, because although I feel like this was a really valuable thing to do, it feels really highly connected and like what the world might need now. And I'm happy now to explode the amount of people who are able to hear Source's voice through me. And before, I still had a bit of unworthiness going on. And now, if you think this is great, then Oh my gosh, that would be wonderful. Traveling from New South Wales, and you're in Melbourne. Oh, awesome. So if you value what you got from this, I would love it if you would share these broadcasts for us. And when I say us, I mean all of us. And so we can reach more people, so we can bring more love into this world that needs it so much. Woo! Okay, let's take a deep breath in together. Sinking into the love that you are, right? Listen to the beautiful music, and I'm gonna gaze. This is a soul gaze for you, where you can tap into my eyes and receive the love that you are on the way out. You are so blessed, so amazing, just so beautiful and so loved. Have a beautiful day.